Ancient wisdom for a modern wound. Heartbreak, few words cut as deeply. The sudden silence where laughter used to live. The empty space in your daily routine. The questions that haunt you late at night. It feels modern, personal, unique to your story. But the truth is, heartbreak is as old as humanity itself. Kings, philosophers, warriors, poets, they all knew this pain. They wrote about it in letters, carved it into stone, and carried it quietly across deserts, oceans, and battlefields. And while centuries separate us from them, their wisdom still whispers across time. Today, we will explore 5 ancient lessons for modern heartbreak. Lessons from Stoics, from sages, from those who suffered deeply, yet found ways to endure. So when heartbreak strikes, begin here. Release what is not yours. Reclaim what is. He taught that our greatest suffering comes not from events, but from our judgments about them. When a relationship ends, when someone you love leaves, it's natural to replay every moment, asking, what could I have done differently? Could I have stopped this? But Epictetus reminds us, there are things within our control, our thoughts, our actions, our choices. And there are things beyond it, other people's decisions, their hearts, their loyalty. Clinging to what is not yours to control is like trying to hold water in your fists. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips away. Think of someone who cannot move on, who scrolls endlessly through old messages, hoping to change the past. Their suffering grows because they fight reality. Contrast that with the one who accepts, this is not mine to control. Lesson 2. Pain is temporary. Growth is permanent. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, knew loss intimately. He buried children, lost friends, and carried the weight of empire during constant war. In his meditations, he reminded himself, all pain is either bearable or brief. If it cannot be endured, it will soon end. If it can be endured, then you have strength within to meet it. Heartbreak convinces us that pain will last forever, that the emptiness we feel today will remain unchanged tomorrow. But time has a way of softening even the deepest wounds. Think back to your earliest heartbreak, a school crush, a friendship lost, a betrayal from years ago. At the time, it felt unbearable, and yet, you survived. You even grew, pain passes. But what remains is the person you become through it. Heartbreak may shatter you, but in the rebuilding, you discover strength you didn't know you had. Scars don't signal weakness. They signal endurance. They are proof that you are still here. Lesson 3. Do not chase. Let life flow. Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese sage, compared life to water. Water flows gently yet powerfully. It does not resist obstacles. It finds a new path around them. After heartbreak, the impulse is to chase, to demand closure, to cling to fading love, to hold on to what is already slipping away. But the wisdom of the Tao is clear. What is meant to remain will stay. What is meant to leave must be allowed to go. Imagine a river encountering a rock. It does not stop and plead with the rock to move. It simply flows around, creating new paths, new streams, new beginnings. Chasing someone who has chosen to leave is like shouting at the rock. It wastes energy and delays your own flow. Instead, trust life's current. Trust that letting go of what resists you opens space for what aligns with you. Heartbreak is not a dead end. It is a bend in the river. The wound may close, but the wisdom remains. We often see suffering as punishment, but the ancients saw it differently. Suffering was training, a teacher, a forge. Heartbreak exposes the truths we try to hide. It reveals where we place our worth, where we lean too heavily on others, where we confuse attachment with love. Ask yourself, what is this heartbreak teaching me? Perhaps it teaches patience. Perhaps it teaches boundaries. Perhaps it teaches you to value yourself enough not to beg for someone's affection. The lesson may be harsh, but it is valuable. And in that strength, you prepare for love again. Love rooted not in desperation, but in wisdom. Marcus Aurelius would retreat into his own mind, writing his private meditations by lamplight, not for the world, but for himself. Seneca counseled that time alone was essential for clarity. After heartbreak, solitude feels like the cruelest part. The bed is emptier, the days feel longer, silence becomes heavy. But solitude is not emptiness. It is a forge. It is where you rediscover who you are without the other. It is where you rebuild, piece by piece, the identity that heartbreak tried to strip away. In solitude, you learn that you are enough. Heartbreak into wisdom. Heartbreak is one of life's harshest teachers, but it is also one of its most powerful. The ancients remind us, release what is not yours to control. Remember, pain is temporary, but growth lasts forever. Flow like water. Don't chase what resists you. Let suffering teach you, instead of breaking you. And build strength in solitude, where the heart reshapes itself. When the storm passes, as it always does, you will emerge not weaker, but stronger. Not broken, but wiser. Because love may wound, but wisdom heals.